Hey everybody, welcome into the first episode of What's on Tap here on the Arena Productions. So Tap, of course, meaning the Arena Productions. So this show is about entertainment, pop culture, and gaming that is coming our way. And we're, of course, going to be talking about that. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about Star Wars Acolyte. So I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-hosts, Burley and Fubu. So contributors here on the Arena Productions. So thank you so much for joining me, guys. So let's jump right into it. So next Tuesday, we've got Star Wars The Acolyte coming on Disney Plus. And so my question to you guys is, to start off here, the High Republic. So this is going to take place, obviously, about 100 years before the Phantom Menace. So what are you expecting to see out of the High Republic in this episode? Burley, your thoughts?
Yeah, well, like, what I'm expecting to see, because we get within this trailer you're showing, they're like, the Jedi keep extending their reach, this and that, and keep growing more powerful. So I'm going to see, I bet we're going to see some stuff with the Republic and the Jedi, a lot of friction. They may get along on some stuff, but they're still not exactly fully allied with each other.
Fubu, your thoughts?
From what I know from the lore, the High Republic is when the Jedis were on top of their game. They're like the best there's ever been. So I just want to see some really, really badass Jedis, because let's be honest, in all the Star Wars content that we've had until now, like, okay, you have Anakin, which is the chosen one, but when you do the first trilogy, the 1, 2, and 3, they're not on their height, because they're overclouded. Like, the way they're thinking is not the Jedi way, because they're not noticing the danger around them. They're feeling safe. They're not on top of their game. And then when you go for the second trilogy, 4, 5, and 6, there are no Jedis. Literally just have Obi-Wan and Yoda. And then, of course, when you go to the latest trilogy, you do have Luke, but Luke wasn't trained 100% by Jedis. They just read some codex and stuff like that and learned what the Jedi was. It's like when you go to school, you can have the book and study the book, but it's easier and it's better when you have someone to teach you. So I just want to see the Jedi on top of their game. That's what I want to see on this series.
Now, I just want to throw it back to you, Fubu, for a second here, because this series was filmed on the island that you live on. Can you elaborate on that a little bit, on Madeira?
Yeah, exactly. So one of the main locations that they filmed, it's an area called Ponte de São Lourenço, which is literally at the end of the island. And the geography, which is actually the poster from the Acolyte, it's the end of the island itself. Of course, they did some graphic design on it, but that mountain that you see in front, it is the end of the island. And what I am seeing from the terrain, that I know it's a very rocky formation. It's not very green, it's actually very yellow. So I'm thinking that that will represent a desert-like planet. That's what I'm thinking, unless they retouch and make it greener. But it is supposed to be a desolate area. That's the way in my mind, how I'm predicting they will do everything. It will be in a desolate area, so maybe it can be something with ruins. Maybe it's going to be like I don't know, a Sith temple or something like that. That's what I'm thinking about it. But the geography is not high tech. I think it's going to be the result of something that happened there.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to throw this one at you, Burley. So, what did you think in the trailers of this? We haven't seen it before. The whip lightsaber.
I thought that was cool. It's like, already, you don't always have to have the same style of weapons. Like, as we saw within the prequel trilogy, in episode 1, you had the dual lightsaber. That was cool. And then with the games, you had the split lightsaber with Jedi Fallen Order. So I like the whip. I can't wait to see more of this and see what other kind of lightsabers they have.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to the choreography and the fight scenes, as we're seeing here. One of the fight scenes, and of course, Carrie Ann Moss as a Jedi. She's in one of the major fight scenes as well with this acolyte. So yeah, really excited for that. So what can you say about the Sith, the main Sith that's going to be in this series? So obviously, like I said at the beginning, it's 100 years before, Phantom Menace. So we don't have Palpatine or anything like that yet. So, but what about this Sith that we're going to get in this series? What do you think, Burley?
I think we're gonna get Plagueis. Because remember, if you remember some stuff we got from episode 3, you did get stuff of that he learned some techniques to prolong his life and all that. So I think we're getting Plagueis. Whether he's going to be the Sith himself or just the apprentice, I think we're getting Plagueis.
Fubu, what do you think?
I don't feel like agreeing with Burley on this one. I'm gonna go something different. I think they're going harder, please. I was waiting to do that one. Now I'm thinking Darth Revan from the games.
Yeah.
I'm thinking because that is a character that is. It was only like in one game, or I think at least one, and it is extremely mythologized. People want to know more about that character, so I think they're gonna get something from the game, and they're gonna put it in the series, and we're gonna focus on him a little bit. Maybe he's the bad guy, maybe he's well, not the good guy because he's Sith, but I think they're gonna focus on him.
Yeah. And what I'm really looking forward to is the Jedi Wookiee. I mean, that's going to be cool. I mean, how does he communicate with the Jedi? I mean, is it like the or something, or can he actually speak? Like in the way the humans do. I mean, that would be interesting to see. But I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, go ahead, Burley.
He speaks through the Force. The Force
Yes,
right.
Yes,
right.
It's an auto translator.
Yeah. So, are we gonna get a Yoda cameo in this series? I'm thinking they can't do this series without a Yoda cameo. I mean, for like 10 seconds or something. What do you think?
The actual baby Yoda. No, it's
well, no, Yoda
this
would be
Yoda
like about 500
500
something years old. Yoda, yeah.
So he'd be in his frat boy years.
Right,
be chugging a thing of blue milk and a lightsaber.
Young Yoda. That's it.
Yeah. So really excited for the Acolyte. Starts on June 4th, and the first 2 episodes are being dropped by Disney Plus on the first day. So yeah, really excited for it. Really excited, but I don't think we're going to see the, like you were saying, Revan, Fubu. From the games, from the Knights of the Old Republic. I don't think we're going to see this Sith until probably the last couple of episodes, because the Sith has to still be a mystery in this time frame, because in, what is it, the Phantom Menace, I think, when they're in the Jedi Council chamber, I think one of the Jedi Council members was saying the Sith have been extinct for a millennium. So I mean, they still don't know that this is a Sith. So yeah, I mean, I don't think we're gonna get this, whether it's Revan or whatever Sith it is. I don't think we're gonna get him until probably maybe the second to last or the final episode. What are your guys' thoughts as we wrap up this first episode?
Yeah, I think it's the natural story building. You won't give everything good at the start. You have to make people come back more and more every week to see what's going on. So yeah, I think it's not going to be a given at the beginning. I think they might even do something like they did with that Lord of the Rings show. They might have the character, and as the story progresses, then you realize that he's the Sith, and oh, he's been there all along, but we'll only know at the final episodes.
Burley, your thoughts? Yeah.
I was just about to say that. You're going to see this character, they're just going to put attention. You're going to be like, okay, why are they putting attention to them? Slowly, a little bit every episode, and at the end, reveal, oh, crap, this guy is a Sith.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking this character here, the Acolyte, I mean, she kind of, it seems like she might have kind of a similar story arc as Ahsoka, in the sense that Ahsoka was cast out from the Jedi Order. But instead of Ahsoka becoming evil, this person has a vendetta against the Jedi. She hates them, and it's personal. And that's why she becomes the Acolyte. So yeah, it's really, really interesting. I'm really, really looking forward to the story arc and this series in general. So yeah, and it's gotten a lot of good reviews so far. So you know, it could be on par with Andor. I think is one of the best Disney Plus Star Wars series, for sure. So we shall see. But yeah,
I haven't read anything because I saw the trailers because I wanted to see how my island would be represented in the trailer. I wanted to see that. That information and all that type of stuff I've been avoiding, because I feel like this is going to be something really, really cool, and I want to take it all fresh. I don't want to be expecting like, oh, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. Right. I only know about the whip because I saw a clip of the whip, like that, and like people complaining, because the normal fan, which I'm not gonna say I'm a hardcore fan, but the normal fan will complain about the whip because, oh, they're making things up. But in reality, when you go into the lore, and that's when the hardcore fans, the ones that love this, live this 100%, they know that the lightsaber whip, or the light whip, not lightsaber, but the light whip, is something that's already been established in the canon of the universe.
Right. Star Wars: The Acolyte, June 4th. So we're going to be doing recap and review episodes for all of the episodes. So stay tuned for those here on the Arena Productions. And of course, What's on Tap here, our new on the Arena Productions, of course, will be in early access on Patreon and for members on the YouTube channel before going public. So anyway, thank you so much. And want to thank all of our patrons that support us, as well as our members on YouTube. So thank you so much, and we look forward to the next episode of What's on Tap for what's coming up in the world of gaming, entertainment, and pop culture. So take care, everyone, and we hope to catch you in the next one. Peace out.